recording until I hit silent on it.
Am I on?
Give it a second. Welcome to live chat.
It says we're live.
Yep, it's going right now. I'm going to pause. I'm getting a commercial first.
Me too. I just got a notification.
Which is good. Commercials are good. Dropping dimes. And you did set up Super Chat. Good deal. And now I see us all three in YouTube.
I still got an ad.
It's delayed a little. So that's one thing you'll see, Steve, from StreamYard to YouTube, there's a delay.
Wow. I'm really behind. I'm going to go back to StreamYard, I guess.
That's why you need, that's why it's
there we go. Hey, everybody. I can see you now.
And buy and send.
Oh, I see my wife is on. Hi, Judy. Bet you can hear me all the way downstairs, can't you? Janet McIntosh.
Boom. I'm your first Super Chat, brother.
Damn it. You beat me to it.
Oh, I got to do something here.
Let the record show I am the first. How you doing, Judy? Hello, Janet. Good to see you here. Man, we got the spouses in the houses. Oh, and I didn't hit my thumbs up yet. Boom. Thumbs up. You got 6 watching. I don't know who they all are because they ain't checking in. Fortress of Rock. I don't know if they're still here. They were here a few minutes ago. Oh, there you go. Doubled up on you. Now, Steve, don't get excited about all this money you're going to make because that $5 I gave you, YouTube's going to take $1 something. So you don't get it all. So don't be playing.
Got it.
$5 I gave you, YouTube's going to take $1 something.
Okay, well, I'm doing wrong because I'm hearing your back. I'm hearing your
Steve, do you have your you have it on other devices? Mute the YouTube version.
He's back. You're going to have to mute one of your feed there. Steve.
Yeah, mute the YouTube version.
Mute your laptop.
There. Maybe.
Yep, you got it.
Okay. Much better.
Excellent.
Okay, we ready to go finally? We got all the bugs and things out of the...
Ooh, no.
Goes down.
Horrible.
Terrible.
Grant talking.
Hello. What's going on?
All right, you sound fine.
It's me. Is it me?
Yeah.
Too many YouTube channels open.
Look, there's an echo, like you still got volume on the YouTube version. Fortress of Rock. Let me make sure I got everything. Yeah, I'm muted.
Hooked up and back live.
Yeah, what's up? Hooked up? There's still something. Dealing with some audio.
Okay, I did away with one. Can you hear me now? Okay.
It's all choppy.
Yeah, it's like doubled up. His feed's real bad right now.
Yeah. Are you live on your phone and laptop?
No. Just on my laptop. This is really embarrassing.
It's your first time. It's all good. Got to figure it out.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. We just gotta work through it and figure it out.
You guys go ahead and talk, and I'll see if I can figure it out. Do what you're gonna do.
Yeah, it's something audio, microphone or something.
So, John, you got out and did some catfishing this weekend. Saw your pictures on Facebook.
Yeah, Friday I got back out there and did a solo trip. I think we're still getting feedback.
A little
I
bit.
think it's
That better?
no.
Okay.
Where's your microphone?
In my computer.
It's picking up feedback somehow.
Is it
Almost
better?
like you got it open twice. Picked it up twice.
Yeah,
Let me ask you this. If I get out of my YouTube channel completely and just stay on StreamYard, would that work?
try that.
Okay.
Test. There's still an echo.
Still something.
It's like somebody's microphone is picking it up like it's too sensitive. Oh,
It disappeared.
he's probably jumping out trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah, I was confused if he was live on his laptop and his phone or just.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. It had been something like that because, like, even my microphone is sitting right here on the desk, and it's not picking. Like when you talk, it doesn't echo you. It doesn't pick that up. It picks me up well enough, but it doesn't echo you. So, but I've seen in the past with live streams where somebody's microphone is not only picking up what they're saying, but it's picking up what everybody else is saying through their speaker system and echoing it. So I think that's probably what it is. We just got to help him figure it out when he comes back in.
Right.
All right, so who else is in here? Hooked Up and Backlash. My man is in the house. Yeah, we went down. I just did another solo trip. I was like, let me go over to Calvera's Lake again and get out there and see what I can do. I see him popping back in.
How's that? Better?
Oh, man, 100%.
Thank you.
You fixed it, whatever it was. I'm not hearing any echo now.
Good. Now we're all set to go. Thanks, everybody, for hanging with us. So, thanks.
Cheers to you.
Okay, so what I missed? You guys talk about what went on this weekend?
I was talking about my fishing trip Friday. I went down to, if you guys are on any of my social media, you see the drone footage. The lake was glass, and I wanted to do some drift fishing, so I busted out the trolling motor and power drift, which a lot of people call trolling, but it's going about 0.5 to 0.7 miles an hour, dragging baits on the bottom, right, with weights for catfish. And I fished for about 4 hours, picked up 4 fish, so I guess that's not a great number. I was really looking for another one of those big, 20-pound. Didn't get that. Everything was like in the 5 to 7 pound range. But just getting out there on the lake by yourself sometimes. I used to call them my mental health days, and I used to do them a lot, like every couple months. And then those of you that know me, retired Army, I got jacked up back, and once in a while it just goes out and I'm crippled. And one of my solo trips like that, my back went out. And so just getting the boat in and trying to get the boat on the trailer, there happened to be some people there at the ramp that helped me out. And so I kind of spooked me a little bit. I'm like, man, I can't solo fish if that's going to happen. But that was probably 4 years ago. And just recently I started thinking about it, like, okay, you've been fishing, how many times a year for how many years, and your back hasn't done nothing. That was a one-time thing. Yeah, it could happen again, but all these years doing much like catching blue marlin and stuff like that, and your back hasn't done that. So why, man up, get out there and go fishing solo and do some mental health trips. So that's what these have been the last couple times I went out to Calaveras.
Got a question. I just went back into my YouTube account. Can you guys hear me okay without the echo?
You're good.
Okay, good. Good deal. So, you were talking about your social media, John.
Yeah,
I want to bring that up, I guess, unless you guys want to wait later in the show.
Maybe let Stanley get here, just because I know he's got some input he wants to give on that. I'm not, I know what I know, but I haven't done a lot of research on it. But I know you have seen some new things out there that I hadn't heard of, and now Stanley wants to pipe in. So what time is it? He should be here probably in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll wait for him.
What did you do, Steve? Did you do anything this weekend? Did you just hang out? Did you work on that? Awesome.
Yeah, we Chris and I set up a pumpkin and shot the living daylights out of it. Yeah. And then my wife Judy makes some fantastic ribs, and we always have family dinner, or we always try to have family dinner either Saturday or Sunday. My two sons, their family, and my dad is he's still with us. He's 95. He loves ribs, so Judy made a big bunch of ribs, and we had him over. And to see him at 95 years, he still gets around. He does so much stuff you can't believe. But he dug into the ribs. He filled his plate up, and he used to be a big guy like me, but he's not anymore. He ate a whole rack of ribs and went back for seconds. And then my daughter-in-law made strawberry shortcake, so we went and got strawberry shortcake. And then we sent a bunch of it home with him too. So I called him tonight, and he said, "Man, that was a lot of fun yesterday. I had a good time, and I haven't ate so good in a long time." So I was happy for that. So, like I was telling Grant earlier, I really want to get out after the walleye again because they seem to be coming, back in. But and I got an invitation to go, but I couldn't pass up having Dad over for dinner. So.
Wow. Perfectly understandable. That's awesome.
Yep.
Very cool. A whole rack of ribs. Man, I can.
Well, what do you call a rack? 4 rib bones in it. Maybe it's a half rack, but still, 95 years old.
Yeah, exactly. I see you post some stuff where he's out there messing with the tractor and all that. That's impressive.
Yep. Great pumpkin shooting video. Got to kill that COVID pumpkin. It was fun. I'm telling you. Adam Mahara just joined us. And I want to also say, I see Hooked Up and Backlash joined us, and also Fortress of Rock. So thanks for joining in, fellas. Yeah, would have liked to have more pumpkins because we certainly had more ammo, but you can only shoot what you got.
Man, speaking of ammo, I'm trying to be careful where any range days, just because right now it is near impossible to find ammo. I can't.
Well, if you notice behind me, we grow our own
reloader.
We reload everything we shoot.
Very nice. I went looking for ammo. Well, I went online, Palmetto, and everything's gone. I'm looking for some 45 long Colt, 270, of course 9 mil, which 380, any of that. You can't find any of it here. Couldn't find it online. There's a few places I guess you can find it online, but the prices are like double to quadruple what the normal prices are, just because they know they can charge that amount. So right now I'm keeping low profile on range days, not wasting all my ammo just because that sucks.
I see Jerry's Woodshop and Outdoors join us, and he says, "We ain't got no ammo at all here." Probably a smart thing to say.
Welcome aboard, Jerry.
Yeah. Yep.
Adam and Terry, how's it going? Yeah, we haven't had too big of an issue around here. I mean, we've got a few sporting goods stores, but there for a while the 22s were short to come by. But
I bet if you go to the store tomorrow, Grant, and you look for 9mm, 380, any of the common, you'll have a hard time finding it if you haven't looked in the last couple months. It's amazing. The shelves are barren, just like it was. I don't know, what was it, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, when all the, like you said, all the 22 was gone, because everybody's going to shoot that because they don't want to use their more expensive rounds. Now it's everything. Everything is gone.
Yeah, including ammo, or I mean, not only ammo, but also primers, bullets, powder, all that stuff. Walk in. We got a little store over here called Sportsman's Warehouse. I went over the other day because it's right next to Menards. Go back and look, and they got, surprisingly, boxes of 223 at $86 a box for $150 in a box. My son goes over there the following day, of course, all gone. And like you said, the shelves are bare, whether it's ammo or components to reload. It's just not there.
Yeah, I picked up some 270. I'm like, 270? Oh, wait a minute. And there's one of the employees near me. I'm like, this is for reload, right? This is just a bullet. And he said, yeah. Like, well, put it back on the shelf. There are only a couple boxes of that left. So,
well, you should have bought it and sent it up to me for Christmas.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. Or send it up to reload for me.
I might even reload it and send it back to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, Adam says, going pretty good. I just had my end of year fishing club banquet. Was the first time I ate indoors other than my house since March.
Wow. Yeah, because of COVID.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of hardware and raffle prizes too. Awesome. We have filmed, but didn't want to put our business on the www. Yep, no problem with that. That's understandable. So, Adam, are you guys seeing, and any of you guys, are you guys seeing an impact now, like a new coming of COVID? I'm hearing all kinds of stuff about Massachusetts and other places, and of course, other countries in Europe that are starting to hit the lockdown again because everything's increasing as far as infections and deaths and all that. And we're hearing a little bit of that down here in Texas. But, you know, if you go back to how it all started in the United States, it was kind of Washington and New York City, and then it kind of started going across the country. So I figure we'll be a week or two behind everybody else. But I've heard there are already, like, I think it was our last live stream, people from Massachusetts were talking about they're buying stuff off the shelves already and stuff's disappearing, which I can't imagine going through that again. It's ridiculous. So hopefully they come out with this dang vaccine soon.
They had a bunch of new cases all of a sudden, just exploded up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, I guess. So,
jeez.
Believe it for what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, our governor put us back into tier 2 today. Well, I guess technically it starts Wednesday, but no more than 10 in a group and no more than 6 at a restaurant.
Wow.
Stupid.
We had just reopened the bars like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, so we'll see how long that lasts.
You guys, when you clean your
That's not good to hear, Fortress of Peter. That's not good to hear that Waco shells are getting bare. That's too close to home.
Yeah. When you guys clean your rifles or pistols or whatever, you guys just like run a brush down and patches, and that's it.
Pretty much.
Got this little item. I don't know if you can see it. Called a bore boss.
Mm-hmm.
Cool as heck. It's all contained in that, like a hockey puck. You put the lead end from the breech through the muzzle, and then about so far back it's the bristle, and then the cloth, and the round hockey puck is a handle. You attach that lead part on, and then you pull it on through. I've used it. Does a nice job. The reason I got that is because when we go out west, it's kind of just throw it in your backpack. It doesn't take up a whole lot of room instead of big cleaning kit type of thing.
Yeah,
so
that's
kind of neat to have.
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
cool. That sounds very.
I have enough toilet paper to last me a few months, I hope.
You said that, Adam. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. So we went shopping, or I went shopping this weekend, and didn't notice anything out of the ordinary as far as them not having stuff. I mean, ever since it all happened, right back in March, April, May, when everything disappeared off the shelves, it's never gone right back to where it was. Like, there's a lot of items that are still, if you're going to buy it, you're going to buy it in bulk. They don't have the smaller amounts, but they had plenty of it. So, because when I went shopping this weekend, I'm like, well, if it's looking grim, like stuff's missing off shelves, I'm going to go ahead and start stocking up a little bit, but didn't seem like I needed to. We're going to stay out of the politics if we can, Tom.
Yeah, let's not go with the profanity, please. The only thing I ask. But thanks for the comments.
So what'd you do today or this weekend, Mr. Grant McIntosh?
Not much at all. Not much at all. Went out and had some drinks on a campfire Saturday night. So
Oh, nice.
that's about it.
That sounds pretty nice, actually. I already harassed you, but we're still waiting on our tilapia video.
Whoa, I think I hit the wrong guy.
Yeah, I think you did. Hey, Adam. Oops.
Yeah. How do I bring him back?
I don't know if you can.
Time to my
Yep.
300
Sorry,
seconds.
Stick around, Adam. My bad.
Sorry. It happens. It happens.
Oh,
Hey, newbies.
yeah, first time. I shouldn't be moderating my own live, right?
It's all right. Tom said, okay, bye. See you later, Tom.
Yep.
This is outdoor live. This isn't your political opinions live. Right?
Right.
Good. Where is Mr. Stanley Orchard? He's not hanging out backstage, is he?
Nope, he had to take his daughter to dance class, I think.
Yeah, usually he's here about 5:15. I'm going to just send him a little message here just to harass him, because that's always fun to do. Team Phillip Bucket. I like that name.
Oh yeah, that's Jordan Ash. Oh, yep.
Oh, is it?
Another Michigan boy.
All right. How you doing, Team Phillip Bucket?
There he is. He just popped up on my screen. How you doing, Jordan? Good to see you.
That's cool.
Who's
In the house?
Hello, your boy. Hey, David. Welcome.
Like that Team Phillip Bucket name. I like that.
I know. That's cool, isn't it?
Yep. He's another walleye guy. Well, he does everything, but he's a walleye fisherman. Does pretty well. So, get a chance, check out his channel. Kick me out, will you? Seriously?
Fishing bomb.
Yeah, we can kick you out if you want to, but it sounds silly.
Here comes Stanley.
Good.
Mr.
Well,
Stanley Orchard, welcome.
Hey,
I just
what's up, guys?
harassing them.
Yeah, I just got that. I was like, oh man, I gotta hop on quick before they think that I hopped on only because of that message.
Oh, Doug Scott, hello from southeast Wisconsin. Gee, Stanley, that's down where your wife is from, that neck of the woods.
Oh,
Yeah. From where at? I'm getting on the chat right now so I can see what's up.
Southeast.
What town are you in, Doug Scott? What town in Wisconsin? Oh, Fishing Bomb is Adam. Yeah, Fishing Bomb, the guy that said, kick me out, will you? That's Adam Mahara. He came back. Glad you came back, Adam. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that was an accident, Adam. Sorry about that.
Yep.
Did y'all boot him or what?
I
Yeah.
did by accident.
Gave him a timeout.
Yeah, my bad.
West of Miosa?
OSHA. Oshkosh?
I don't know.
You can never
Oshkosh.
tell the spell check, you know.
I'm not a Wisconsin.
OSHA. OSHA's a bad word in
OSHA.
construction.
Kenosha.
Kenosha. Yeah, I know where Kenosha's at. Yeah.
I still don't. Neither does Grant. Grant's talking, but I don't hear him.
I don't have a clue where Kenosha is.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Steve, you want to start talking about other social media?
Yeah, social media. Now that Stanley's here.
Yeah.
So I decide I've been asked by several people because I'm getting kind of frustrated with stuff, the current social media platforms that I am on. I get kind of tired of what's going on. A couple of people said, well, join Parler. And another one said MeWe, MEWE. So what have you guys, are you guys getting fed up with it? Are you guys looking at different social media platforms, or what's your thoughts on it?
Well, personally, Facebook, I just don't dabble in the political BS. So I don't post political. If I see political, I typically remove it from my Facebook page. Now I've got two. I've got my personal John Andrejeski Facebook page, then I have an A&J Outdoors, and neither of them are political. So it doesn't bug me much. I haven't got put in Facebook jail before. Like, he's a hardened criminal of Facebook.
It doesn't matter if it's Facebook or Parler or Twitter or Instagram. If there's a way to get kicked out of it, Steve's going to get kicked out of it.
Right?
There's no running away from it.
Exactly.
I'm embarrassing, aren't I?
He's a hardened social.
Well, the thing is, somebody put up a picture, and it was a meme, and just to show them that I can find the same exact meme with a different word put on it. So I did, and boom, I got a 3-day timeout just because of one word that was different on that meme. And then boom, they thought 3 days wasn't enough, so they gave me 7. So I got a 10-day timeout for posting a doggone meme, whatever you call them things. So it just frustrated me, and I thought, if I am going to be censored, or whatever the word you might want to call it, to that degree, then the heck with it. I'm just getting tired of it. So,
well, you had mentioned that Parler earlier today, and I went ahead and just did a Google search on it. And if you get a chance, go check out what Wikipedia says about it. Now, of course, Wikipedia is Wikipedia, but yeah, it's. So I went ahead and signed up. You saw, Steve, and I'm just going to sit back and watch what it does. But the feeling I get is it's going to be very political, and that's the opposite of what I want. So
yeah, and that's the thing too, is I joined. I'm just going to sit back and see if it's something. If it's not, maybe I should just stick with a Haulin Ash Facebook page and forget it, because I got family that's on both sides of the aisle, and I get a little bit tired of having my face rubbed into what they believe. It's fine. You want your belief? That's fine. I don't care. But don't tell me, or don't tell my wife, that we're ignorant because we don't agree with your stand on Facebook, because that's going to get you immediate. You call my wife ignorant, next time we have a family reunion, you're going to get your ash kicked.
I like it. Ash. Your ash is going to be kicked by Ash.
There you go.
I am fortunate that I don't think everybody in our family has the same views, but my family is a lot like me so far that I've seen, where they're not very throw it in your face politically, right? We don't even talk about politics ever. And that's kind of my thing. Religion and politics, I'm not going to talk about them at work. I'm not going to talk about them on social media for sure, because there's too many idiots out there. And if if I go on my Facebook page and there's somebody spouting some BS, yeah, I'm going to boot them, because it's my Facebook page. It's for me to enjoy the way I want to enjoy it, with people that do stuff I like to do, and I don't want to listen to all that garbage. So you can kind of control it just by, it sucks to boot family, but you can boot people off your Facebook page so you don't have to see their BS.
I got a different thought on that, and it's something that I'll kind of hit it at, and I kind of wanted to discuss with this. I was looking at alternate platforms myself, and I ran across Parler, and I'm not being sold on Parler. it's cool, and I see what they're going with. I don't have anything against it, but it does seem a little bit more politically oriented, and I don't see how that benefits me as a creator. But on the opposite side of that, another one that I found that I've only got just the most limited experience with this, so I don't really have much to sell on it. But I found a platform called Go Wild, which is catered specifically to people who do outdoors stuff. And I thought, you know what, that's interesting. That's a social media platform specifically for people who enjoy what we do. And they have some unique things on there as well, where they allow you to work, like when you do a post, like a fishing post, you for one, you score points on like whatever your catch thing is, which is kind of a little game thing that they do. But you can also list on there, this is the gear that I use in the event somebody wants to check out your gear, and then I guess you get like affiliate credit for it or something like that. Like they make it easier for brand connections.
Okay.
Interesting approach. I'm playing with it. We'll see how it works. I don't know much about it other than that.
Keep us posted on how it works out.
I think if you find a social media outlet that caters to or is for outdoor type folks, I think that would be pretty freaking awesome.
It's been really warm and accepting so far. People are really into it. They don't get all mad about you posting stuff. And another thought of mine on it, and this is a different approach to it, but it's something worth considering, because I know other people, like bigger YouTubers, have done this in the past, and it's a possibility that, you know, this group of people that we have, and I'm talking about everybody in the chat and everything as well, this is a smaller platform. You know, something like Go Wild, and there's other ones out there, like Parler is going to be the same way. They're smaller platforms. There is value in being that guy, in being the guy on that platform. You know what I mean? YouTube has their guy. Twitch and some of these other places, they have their guy. They have their all-star. Go Wild, maybe, you know, as a collaborative group thing, if we were to like take over the platform and we had our own social media platform, there's some value in that.
Yeah. Agreed. And hey,
Stanley.
Oh.
Where'd
he go? He was so serious about that, he disappeared. Oh, he's back.
You kicked me out. I was like, what are you doing? This ain't Twitter. This ain't Facebook. You're not kicking me out.
I know what I did. My grandson posted, so I was replying to him, and I must have hit you, Stanley. I'm telling you guys, I should not be my own moderator.
Steve ain't playing. If you go against what Steve says, you get in the boot.
Sorry. That's two tonight.
Our political views are the same, man. Back off. I'm not even.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Aiden. My grandson Aiden's in the chat.
Oh, that's your grandson. Okay.
Yeah, he started a YouTube channel too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
He said cold up there. So what are your temps like right now?
South Dakota?
Is that where he's at?
You said cold. I'm guessing.
Your grandson said it was cold up there.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Aaron said it was cold.
Yeah. There you go.
So he's saying
take the nuke button away from Ash.
Red? I like that.
So no, you didn't, Aiden. So before I got rid of Stanley, what were you saying, Stanley? Before I booted you?
I'm considering a mass takeover of a smaller social media platform.
Just outdoors channels and folks outdoor related, just swamp it and take it over.
Take it over.
I see your wife is here. Rachel is here now.
No, that's me. I stole her phone.
Oh, okay.
That way I can see the chat.
Oh, never mind. So, Aaron Glennon, you said SD Breton? What?
South Dakota.
Is that South Dakota? That's a city in South Dakota? I imagine it's cold there. You're in South Dakota, brother. Down here in Texas, we're hitting. I think we came close to 80 today.
80. I hit 90 today.
No, it's a little cooler up here. It's more comfortable. And we got a weak cold front coming in tomorrow. They said might drop us like 3 or 4 degrees, which will be nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Veterans Day, I'm off. That's my day as a veteran. I'm going fishing. So Wednesday, I'm going to be out on the lake. I'm going to try something new that I haven't done before. So we'll see how that goes. It might be, if there's no video, that means it didn't work so well.
If you need any help scrubbing decks, you just let me know what's up.
There's Stanley in the hizzy.
Sounds like
Adam gave me some. He's pushing me on this, and I'll give you a pat on the back for that. Yeah, Adam gave me some advice on Instagram, and dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm killing it on Instagram all of a sudden thanks to your advice. I appreciate it. It worked.
What's the advice?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. On Instagram, every platform's got their own different little quirks, and on Instagram, I was just throwing hashtags out there, just shotgun against the wall, see what sticks. And he told me to back off, and with the hashtags, keep it to hashtags with like 200,000 ish, 50 to 200,000 volume or whatever that little number is that the people, the posts to it or whatever that is. And so I did, I backed off on the numbers, and I keep it in the 50 to 200,000 range. Made a big difference.
All that to me is like blah, 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 blah. I don't even know what you're talking about now.
I'll show you what I'm talking about because it's an easy thing to look at. Yeah, you just do the information that I had prior was on Instagram. You want to keep it to 7 to 10 hashtags, and those 7 to 10 hashtags, you want to keep them in the 50 to 200,000 volume range.
There you go.
Hey, there's Mike.
Hey,
What's
Mike.
up, Mike?
Cheers, sir. You hit Steve's very first live stream. It's a good thing you weren't here earlier, Mike, because it was a freaking train wreck. Steve was all
terrible.
But
it's still terrible, Mike, because I'm still booting people. I don't even know how I'm doing it. So I've booted off Adam and I booted off Stanley. So, So Mike is from North Dakota, and is it Doug? Aaron is from South Dakota. So,
wow,
cold.
Are in the house. That's like 50% of their population right here in this live stream.
And all gray.
Yeah, that's true. $5 split 4 ways. Enjoy your dart. Yeah, it's not even $1.25 because YouTube's got to take their slice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He signed his life away this afternoon in order to get that super chat.
Yep.
It's going to be worth it, though. I know there's a drone coming my way.
Well, you know what? You said you only had like 2 cents earned so far on YouTube, so now you're going to bounce it up by a few dollars at least.
I couldn't believe it. I looked at my monetization, and it was 0.002, less than 2 cents.
Oh, shit, 0.002. Damn.
Yeah. So my 2 cents isn't even worth 2 cents anymore.
I was going to say, pretty soon they're going to send you an "you owe us."
Yep. Yep.
Watch it, John. I'll send you a Rona package. I swear to baby Jesus. All right, Mike, I'm sorry. I was joking. Yeah, any hashtag more than 2 million uses I avoid. I don't understand any of that. I mean, I don't do hashtags, I guess, on Instagram. And I don't even know how you know how many uses the hashtag has or any of that. I just post some shit on Instagram, and the 400 and whatever people on there that follow me get to see it. That's all I know.
That's pretty much all I do on Instagram too.
Yeah. Hey,
the only reason I even have Instagram is it started out because I had a couple of people that I pro staff for, a couple companies, that if you did the hashtag and their name, then they knew that you were it was called Angler Track or something that they monitor how much you're promoting their company.
Yeah.
So, and we got Justin Stoll, Weekend Warrior Outdoors is in the house.
Wayne's
How you
in
doing,
the house.
Justin?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, and Wayne, Sea Pro Fishing. Glad to see you, Wayne. Really glad to see you.
Absolutely.
I bet he don't have snow down where he's at.
No, he don't. He's got fish where he's at.
Well, he's probably got big high waves, so he can't go out fishing anyway.
I think he's on. I think he's on the east side of the state.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if this storm is.
Like
Wayne, is the storm messing with you, or is it gonna mess with you?
he's like by Stewart, Florida.
Yeah.
North of Fort Myers or
yeah, so I don't know
Palm Beach.
too much from that. Because it went down to a tropical storm before it hit Florida.
Yeah, that thing ended up turning back east, I believe.
He hasn't fished in a month. Holy crap.
That's as bad as me.
It's been about 3 weeks for me.
Yeah.
Well, it's been about 4 days for me. And before that, it was like a week. But before that, it was a month. Last night, 50-mile-an-hour winds.
When's the last time you got out fishing, Grant?
Been a while.
Been a long time.
You got hunting coming up though.
Yeah, we drove out to see if the lake was closed yet. Saturday or Sunday, and it was already closed for hunting. So if I'm going to go, it's going to have to be a private pond or one of these other public little ponds because that's our main lake. It's closed for duck season.
We'll get out there and do some duck hunting and live stream.
Comes in Thanksgiving morning.
All right, cool. Now, if you live stream Thanksgiving morning, I can't promise I'm going to be watching just because it's Thanksgiving. We'll have the grandbabies here. We'll be doing the whole Thanksgiving traditional thing. But I might just get away from the grandbabies for an hour or so.
Hey, I like the sound of this. YouTube road trip to Florida. Who's in?
Ooh,
You
yeah.
know I am.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
I want to go hang out with Wayne, man.
I do too, man. I know I get to go to Florida, maybe, if this, I don't want to jinx us all, but it looks like Rona's swinging back around and making things bad again. I don't know how it is in Florida, but like I told you guys before.
It's better. Everything is better.
I told you before that the aunt and uncle have a place down there and have invited us. We just have to get there. So we'll see if it works out. I'm really, one of these. I already had 2 trips to Florida this last year where I was going to go hang out with Wayne that got shot down. So because of COVID. So we'll see.
Oh, hey, real quick here. Peter's saying that we need to live stream on Thanksgiving. I'm going to take that up a notch. And Grant, if you are hunting and you want to live stream, Peter and I, and probably Peter, Rachel, and I will provide the commentary if you want to do a panel while you're hunting. That way you don't got to make noise.
Basically, it depends on the spot. If we get a blind, it's a lot easier than if we're in a pool where we have to stand or pretty much impossible anywhere to put the phone.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. Standing offer, just whatever you need, anytime you need it.
All right.
Yeah, we'll sit there, we'll put on like little weatherman outfits, and we'll sit there and be like, he's got a shot. He's got it. No, we're not going to take that shot. Now we'll do totally professional commentary for you.
Be like a dog. It says, you miss one more time and I quit. Oh.
Hopefully we have a decent year. It's
Peter says he's got a place to stay in Florida. What's he talking
70s
about?
today and 80 tomorrow.
Good Lord, that's warm. Especially for you guys.
Mm-hmm. But we're supposed to have a cold front coming through tomorrow night. So.
Oh, Mike took #1 for Rona. I thought that was Wisconsin right now.
Wow. That's crazy.
Surely not North Dakota.
Right?
Well, everybody's got to take their turn.
Population, because 5 people get it in North Dakota. That's 80% of the population. Mike, you're going
to get in trouble, John.
I'm sorry, Mike. I apologize.
Well, we've we finally hit 200 cases in my county, and we've only got 2 deaths, but both of the deaths, there was pre-existing health conditions. And
well,
And
they've stretched that out. Like, I mean, anything is a pre-existing health condition right now when they start talking about corona.
I don't even like that portion of the conversation, man. And I know that upsets some people, but dude, I have personally seen where, or not me personally, but I have family members who are working at hospitals and saying that they're having to write some of that stuff off. Like somebody has a heart attack and they have to write it off as corona. I don't agree with their approach on that. And that's why they have to get funding for that stuff, you know?
Yeah, dollars involved. That's why they're doing that.
Yeah.
If somebody dies of whatever cause, right? But they do any kind of testing and find that they might have corona, they can write it off as corona, and there's funding involved, right?
Remember, George Floyd had corona.
There you go.
Getting into other stuff there, and I apologize.
Yeah, why are we going there? Let's get back to happy stuff.
Sorry, my bad.
No, mine too. So I'm gonna, hey, Steve, you're kind of so I watch these fishing shows, right? I love crappie fishing, but my crappie fishing is go find a brush pile and drop a minnow down there and see if you can catch some crappie. And I watch all these guys fishing with jigs and all this, and I'm a little jealous. I have caught crappie on jigs, but they just don't produce for me like a minnow does. So I've seen these guys in these tournaments and stuff doing what they call spider rigging, and just real quick and easy. You know, the 2 guys typically in front of the boat. They got like 5 or 6 10-foot rods out, down in, and when you lift the rod up, that's how deep it is. That's your bait's right there. You don't have to reel or nothing, and they're slowly trolling that. Now I saw Steve do a video where he was trolling for crappie, and they had poles off the side and the back and wherever. And I'm thinking in my brain, it says that's the same thing. It's just not 2 guys sitting on the front with all these rods. So I don't have those kind of rod holders on the front, and I'm going by myself. So I bought some jigs. I'm going to put rods off the side and back like I do when I'm catfishing. I'm going to go real slow and see if I pick up some crappie. That's my plan for Wednesday when I hit Canyon Lake.
Spider rigging.
That's what we were doing in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Spider rigging, those guys will have 8 rods across, because there's no limit how many rods you can have. They'll have like 8 rods, and usually they're like 16, 18 footers. And you're right. They just, it's like a big cane pole is what it's like. Yeah. And when they get a bite, they just lift it straight up. The fish comes in. They got 1 guy in the front, 1 guy in the back. We do it a little bit different. And I was down in Louisiana, and I see guys doing that. I can't run 2 rods crappie fishing without getting a mess. I mean, if I got 2 guys on the boat, well, we will run more. But what we do is I will put like a 16-foot rod out on the far side, and then maybe a 12, and then another 10 or 8 right straight out the back. So I just fish 3, because we're allowed 3 rods in Michigan. Right. So 3 rods out the back, and then troll 0.8 mile an hour, usually with either plastics or minnows, and have had good results on both. And that's how we fish for crappie here.
And how deep are you fishing? Do you determine that based on how deep the lake is, or do you just have a set number?
Here's my method. I take the rod and reel, loosen the bail, and give it a big long cast as far as that 16th ounce jig and plastic or minnow will go. Okay, so I've released it out the back of the boat, and then I give it a big swoop back, click the bail, and stick it in the rod holder, and that's it. That's all I do.
So what about, like, my big concern is I want to go around some brush piles, so if they're down too deep, now all of a sudden I got 3 or 4 lines snagged up at one time.
Yeah, we still run into that. We'll hit seaweed or we'll hit something, well, then you're too deep. So you just reel it in and you make adjustments. But I don't have like when I go walleye fishing, I know that with a certain bait, with a precision trolling app, I go to that bait and it will tell me that with my line counter reel, if I let out 75 feet with this particular lure, it'll get me down. And I will look and see where the walleye are suspended. If they're at 20 feet, I want to get a lure that's going to get me down to 18, 19, 20 feet, somewhere there to start out with. So I can do that with my line counter reel and the precision trolling app. That's how I do it with walleye. For crappie, I don't have that same system.
I was hoping you'd give me much better advice than that.
Yeah.
Thanks
for
to
come up again and we'll try it.
No. The answer to that is here's my affiliate link to the equipment I use.
There you go. Team Philip Bucket. He just commented. He uses that same app. He's another walleye fisherman. So
hey, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm a part-time walleye fisherman. I get to come up to Michigan once in a while. I've got that app on my phone too.
All I seen is you catch a big drum. I see you catch a walleye.
You put me on a drum. You're a horrible captain.
I am. I'm a horrible captain and a moderator.
He says as he takes one down.
I'm waiting for accidentally kick me off.
Accidentally on purpose.
Right.
Hey, we're going to be doing some freshwater fishing in a couple of weeks on Thanksgiving. I'm going up to see Peter. That's Fortress of Rock down there in the chat. And we're going to take a crack at doing some fishing on Lake Waco. We were talking earlier today about looking for a good spot on the lake up there. I'm not going to be on a boat. We're going to be searching shoreline. Kind of had to end the stream a little bit early this morning. I didn't really get to have a full conversation on that. You got any advice for me on doing that? We're not good at this. I'm looking for drop-offs, and I need, whatever advice I can get.
Find a point. When you look at Google Earth or whatever at the lake, if there's any way you can access any of the points going into the lake, then you have an opportunity of fishing towards the sides of the points, which should be deeper, and straight off the point because it becomes a ridge in the water, and a lot of times the fish will hang out on that ridge. So if I'm going to fish from shore, again, there's so many variables, time of year, depths, temperatures, but typically if you can get on a point, and it gives you options, right? I can fish so deep over here, and if you don't put the Navionics app on your phone, which costs money, at least go to they have a web app. You can go to Navionics online, and it gives you the map. It'll show you depths on your phone from where you are, so you can actually be on the bank, look at that, and get an idea how deep the water is around you instead of just winging it because you have no clue at all. You know what I mean? So that would be my advice.
I got to make a little comment here. The St. Clair Assassin says, slip bobbers with case plastics, Little Fry, and JT's Jewel. I use JT's Jewel, and I'll tell you what, that is a great plastic. And a lot of people say, it's just like a Bobby Garland. There's something different about it. I don't know what it is, but that JT's Jewel is the best plastic, the one that I have the best luck with. So St. Clair Assassin, right on.
Slip bobbers. If you're not familiar with slip bobbers, it's not just clip a bobber on, and because when you reel that up, you can only have so much line to be able to cast. A slip bobber, you got typically a knot or something like that stops your bobber, so you can reel that up into your thing. So I can fish with a slip bobber 10 or 15 foot deep, right? Because of the slip bobber. So if you're not familiar with slip bobbers, tons of YouTube videos, but that's another good one because you can easily, hey, I'm going to fish right here, and oh shoot, my bobber's laying down because I'm sitting on the bottom. I adjust that not another foot or two. Now my bobber's standing up. I know I'm just off the bottom. So it's an easy way to adjust the depth you're fishing. So yeah, slip bobbers are awesome. I use them for catfish fishing a lot when I'm not drift fishing.
Another comment, Mike said, I do it just backwards of Steve. Well, everybody does. Whatever works for you, Mike. You're an accomplished fisherman, so
exactly.
Good for you. Keep her up.
Saltwater.
AAP's Armed American Patriots Variety Channel. How you doing? Glad to see you here.
Peter, they got freshwater ones. You don't have to use saltwater ones. They have Fish Bites. The same brand makes freshwater ones, so you can get shad and all that. But the shrimp would work. Well, I don't know how they'll work anywhere else, but I know our lakes here where we have redfish in them, the shrimp fish bites work okay.
You talk about them slip bobber. Is that what you're talking about?
No, see, that one you use that spring to hold it on in one place. So your depth is whatever that is. A slip bobber, there's actually a knot or a device you put on your line, and so you can move that. So I move it to a certain point where my bobber will stop, and it's only that deep. Maybe it's 4 foot deep. But if I want deeper, I can move it higher. It'll reel right into my reel, and now I'm fishing that same thing 10 foot deep. Because you can only have line your rod tip to be able to cast.
There's usually a bead. There's usually a bead between the knot and the bobber too.
Yeah, so the bobber doesn't go across the knot.
Okay.
Hey, look, shoot, I used to sell them when I had my store, but yeah, look up slip bobber rig on Amazon. You'll find them. There'll be a little kit. They'll have typically these knots that are on a tube. You just run the tube up your line, pull the knot off of it. The tube is split so you can throw it away. Tighten the knot, put the bead on, which comes with it. Put your float, which the line runs through the float, put the float on, and then, swivel or whatever to stop the float coming down. Your little leader or a split shot to stop the float. Your leader and a hook, depending on what you're fishing for. Catfish, I usually put a leader on there because I'll get snags, break off, and if you break off, your float's gone and everything, unless you have a swivel or something to stop it.
Okay.
But
they also make another
as much as you want, and that's how deep you're going to fish. So you're going to adjust your depth.
They also make another bobber stop, Stanley. The line that is tied, like John's talking about, works real good. The other one is like it's like a little rubber.
Right. You squeeze and slide.
Yeah. Well, you put the line in, and then you squeeze that rubber thing off of the little wire holder that it's on. You squeeze that off onto your line, and then that same thing. You adjust it up and down. But my wife bought me like 10,000 of them things for Christmas one year. I've got a ton of them out. I'd be happy to send you some, but that's because that's what I have. It's what I use, but either one will work fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always used a knot. Like you said, either one works. So if you just search slip bobber, all that stuff's going to pop up for you. I don't know. I think one of my fishing videos on Browning Lake, I think I showed how that worked. I'm not sure.
Slip bobber is good for minnow, so you're not flinging your minnow off using a bobber like Stanley had. If you're wanting to go 8 foot deep, it's hard to tell to fling a minnow with one of those kind of bobbers versus with a slip bobber.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that makes sense.
When I'm catfishing for channel cat shallow, I'll put just like a 1 foot leader on, right? So I can adjust that thing to where I'm only fishing a foot deep. And then if we go a little bit deeper, instead of having to re-rig everything or clip a bobber off, I can just slide that knot up or whatever I'm using, and the bobber will move up and it'll fish however deep I want. So,
can we do a panfish into the winter? Central Texas area?
Yeah.
Central Texas, we don't get ice.
Come on, man. You guys got to come up, go ice fishing with me.
Oh, no. I'm all about that. I'm just saying, like, for the purposes of like what we're doing here in Texas, we don't get ice. Like, it doesn't even fall out of the sky.
They'll be deeper, but another good reason to use that slip bobber.
St. Clair Assassin says, I like the wobble bobber as a slip float. Best I have found. Honestly, I've never heard of that. You guys know what that is?
I'm not familiar with it either.
Now look for treetops, layovers in the water. If you can get a brush pile mat.
Is he drinking warm beer tonight, Stanley?
He's always drinking warm. That's every night.
He got a Barbie bobber. Right?
That was this morning.
I like it.
Grant's right.
Yep, Mike's got it right. Ice fishing, way better time. That's a good time. We usually will bring food out and some cold beer because you don't have to bring ice. It's put it on the ice, it stays cold. And just a good time.
You can do that on a boat too, sir.
Yeah, you can, but you can't do a boat up here in February
without getting frostbite on your digits.
Yeah, I do everything that you guys talk about with the ice fishing, and I do want to try ice fishing. I'm not trying to knock it. However, everything that you talk about with it, I do on the boat every single time I'm offshore.
I know, it's where you live. I know. Lucky bastard.
And I do it in shorts.
Right? Yeah.
Oh well.
Ooh, cold Dos Equis
Cold
tonight
Dos Equis.
and a martini.
What are you celebrating?
Right?
Let me know, Steve. I'll bring the ice castle over. Let's go. There you go. See, Mike's got it figured out. Heated hut would be fun. They are. I got a real nice one. I just got an upgrade to a thermal shanty. Not that the other one was cold because you put a heater in and you're warm, but this one, I mean, you don't have to use the heat near as high. I'm sure I've never had, it's my first one, but ones that I've fished in, you don't have the heat on near as high, so you don't use so much fuel. So looking forward to it. Something different.
I'm looking forward to not having to do that.
I'm not going to win this argument. It's 3 against 1 here.
There's a reason we live in South Texas. I ain't going to lie about that. I do want to do some ice fishing. I'm not trying to knock it. However, I do like putting on shorts and a t-shirt and going fishing in the surf at the end of December.
Yeah, I was just outside, shorts, this shirt, with a flamethrower, roasting some peppers for dinner tonight, and flip-flop. Didn't have to worry about freezing to death. Right now, the mosquitoes aren't here. It's just the perfect time of year to be down here right now.
Yeah.
We have the 6 o'clock hour, just FYI, folks.
Yeah. Mike has a good comment. You should see people's faces when you light a fire on the ice. Oh my God, we're going to melt the ice. We're all going to drown.
I just want pictures hanging around that fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we're at our hour mark, little over. So we probably should wrap this thing up. And I want to thank you guys for helping me through this. A little bit rocky in the beginning. We got through it. I appreciate all of your help. And I appreciate everybody that stopped in and chatted with us.
Yeah.
Really thankful for it. It went off well. Thank you so much.
It was a good one, man.
Had a blast.
And
Thanks for letting us be a part of your first live stream.
The first one. All right, guys. We're out of here. Thank you.
Peace out. Have a great week, everybody.
Have a good one.